Greetings and welcome to another episode of Soul Talk, where we talk to citizens and members of the community. I'm your host, Fastcart, or FC, or Fastcart FC, or FC Fastcart, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me Fast Call. We're live today on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. Yes, we're starting a new stream. I'll put the link in chat momentarily, but yes, we're on Kick.com. That's a new streaming service. Today is April 26, 2023. And welcome you all. How is everybody doing? I see them. I see Pot and Space. I see Tricked by Design. I see, oh yeah, that's it right now. And me. I know people are lurking out there, but yeah, come on and say hi. But yeah, that's the new platform that we're on. It seems to be running okay so far. 0 viewers, but yeah, it's our first night. But yeah. So yeah, this week, I must say the Mandalorian was off to a slow start, but now they're firing on all cylinders again. So yesterday's episode was pretty good. I'm liking the Mandalorian again. I wasn't feeling this season so much, but now, yeah, the past couple of episodes have been good. I've been quiet on the game front. You know, I used to play Marvel Future Revolution, but I'm playing a new mobile game that's in early access, and it's so early that the payment options are not unified and priced globally. So if you want to buy something for the 99 cent US dollars, Google says it's actually $1.05 plus tax. So if you scale it up to $99, you get the picture. So I'm not really keen on saying the name of the game yet, but it's a sci-fi based and it's story rich for about a week. So I'm enjoying it. Oh yeah, April Fool's Day was this Saturday. Did anybody get fooled by anything? I almost got fooled by an article that said The Mandalorian was canceled because it came up on my phone as a notification. So I was like, oh, okay, what's going on here? But yeah, it wasn't real. Before I do my thing, I want to give a shout out to Dark Knight, Griffin, and Kyle Riley for their appearance on Yacht Club last night. That was a pretty good episode. I don't think I've ever seen 3 licensed clergy in one Star Citizen podcast before, so that was interesting. And special shout out to the return of the Player Haters on Soul Voices. If you've never seen Player Haters, tune into this Saturday's episode after Soul Talk. Okay, so I'm going to do my thing, and then we're going to get on with this program. So here we go. In the brightest day, in the blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Emerald Phoenix light. I messed up at the end. Emerald Phoenix Light. So hopefully people will get that reference. I'm going to drag people in. It should be relatively well known, but we'll see. Hey, we're joined by Fitzface and Cotton Face. Yep, Captain Jones got it. Green Lantern. But which one? Do you have a guess? It's a pretty easy guess. Have you seen Green Lantern pop to fist?
Yeah, I kind of wiped that out of my memory though, because it was such a horrible movie.
Yeah,
yeah, but I'm talking about the Jon Stewart version, not the Hal Jordan one. So hey, you don't have to wipe that one out of your movie so far. But yeah, Jon Stewart.
Now, FC.
Yeah.
Let me go over. What you said, you're on some new platform now?
Yeah, I put the link in chat. You didn't see it?
Yes.
Tick.com, Soul Citizens. I'll put it in again.
Tick.com. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, we're live right now.
Okay.
Got 2 viewers. Hey, you never done Kick, say hi in chat. All right.
I guess I have to sign up. I'm in
you
there.
Have to sign up.
Okay.
Whole other platform. We got
whole other thing.
Username password. Yeah.
Okay. Is anything different in that than Twitch? Or is this
so far to me it looked like a Twitch.tv clone, but I don't know much about it.
Yeah,
so if you want to come and join us and discuss, put your link in chat. But if you come and click on the Discord link and come in chat with us, we'd love to have you.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like almost identical.
Okay. Yeah. Except different colors. That's about the difference that I can see. All right, so what's up with you two?
Oh, well, no, I'm not sure.
All
No,
right,
sure.
moving on then.
Okay.
First up,
You
we
gotta
have
figure it out. You gotta
yeah.
have time to figure it out.
First up, we have so we normally started with SCL, but I want to give a
Mm-hmm.
shout out to EVE Online because they're celebrating 20 years this year. They came out in 2003 and this is
Right.
2023, so 20 years of EVE Online. Congratulations to them. But they have a special going on. You can be immortalized in a monument. But in order to get on the monument, you gotta spend money. So they want you
Oh,
to
Oh, yeah.
subscribe uh, 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 to subscribe to them, but they give you 40% off if you purchase 3 months off, 3 months of Omega from the Eve store before April 10th. So if you want to be immortalized at the monument in the Eve Online for the 20th anniversary, we got to spend, I want to say $45, but yeah. So
$45. No.
I think so. Even though they say it's 40% off, I couldn't really see 40%. Maybe they apply it in the cart, but yeah, it was $45 on the store.
Okay, so it's I tried to look through it. I mean, I listened to a guy explain. So nothing else come with it. You just get to be your name gets to be on the plaque.
And you
That-
get a Titan icon next to your name and chat in game, I
oh,
believe.
yes, you're right. I did read that part. Yeah, the Titan. I don't know about. Well, I guess if I mean it's
You
not
know,
a bad price. If you know, I think that's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
you want it.
cool. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Fisk.
No, I
I
was
didn't say
just saying.
anything.
I think it's cool. I think it's a cool idea to if Star Citizen would do something similar like that. And I know
Oh, Pops, I'm a concierge. I'm already paid
no,
to
I'm
watch
not
you.
talking about. Yeah, I'm not talking about spending the money part. See, I'm not talking about that part. That part,
Oh, okay.
we can do without that part. But I'm just saying, have maybe what is that? No Man's Sky. If you're the first person to find a planet.
Planet, you get your name on
Yeah,
it.
you get to name it. So that's cool. If they did have a plaque on several places to go
Yeah, as far
and
as I
see
know,
your
in
name
the
on.
LA studio, there's a plaque on by the door that had people's names on it. But that was back when they had like less than a million backers or whatever. But yeah. But I'm
Oh,
hoping
okay.
that we were talking. I think we were talking about it last night on Yacht Club, but or maybe somewhere else. But I think people who passed away during the development should be memorialized somehow.
Yeah,
Right.
I can see that.
Yeah, so I know people were expecting this game to come out in 2014. So
Mm,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, but congratulations. Oh, did want to say, so if CCP does this, no ambassador, CID sells virtual land and everyone lose their mind. I know there's not a direct comparison, apples and oranges, but you get my point. So, but happy 20th anniversary is online. That's all I'm gonna say to them. I played that game for 4 years. I tried going back, I couldn't do it. All right, so
Congrats on 20 years for an MMO. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a long
So
stretch. Now, could I ask before you jump over?
yeah.
What's the population of the game? Is how is the online population like at one point in time? You know how Steam will look
And
at a
EVE Online,
population, right?
I want to say 50K, 60K
60K. Okay.
on
Now
one
is it
server. On one server.
on
That
one
was back when
server?
I was playing.
Okay. 50K. Wow,
Yeah.
on one server. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. All
Okay.
right, so the sneak peek is let's make some noise underground. Let me go to the full screen. There you go. So, what do you think of the sneak peek? This look like more the underground stuff. The underground
Yeah.
stuff.
What was that? The one they
Mhm.
showed the place that the had a little bridge and all that. Yeah, it looks like it's part of that scene. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, this looks like a nice FPS map.
Mm.
First-person shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it
got the
does.
high ground, got the low ground, you got all the grounds.
Hiding spots, cover. Yeah, looks really cool.
High cataclysm. Yeah, so yeah, people are still people are looking forward to this. I don't know when it's going to be. What is it? It's not 319. No, it's definitely not 319 because they're still working on it. But hopefully sometime soon. Yep. So yeah, that's the sneak peek from Friday. Up next we have. Oh yeah, so SCL. I watched it today because I didn't get a chance to watch it on Friday. Didn't watch it live. It was. I don't want to say it was kind of slow for me. I didn't really. The AI sprint stuff wasn't my bag, but maybe one of you two have something more to say about it. I did watch it though.
I'll let you go first, Rock.
Oh no, I thought it was really interesting. The AI work that's being done. I mean, NBCs that the way they have them coming out. I don't think I've ever seen any game this deep. I mean, he did say that the AI will know where the buttons on the elevator and where things actually are. It's not like they just reach for just one button and they stand there. They're like mission givers and you walk up to them and you see the little dialogue box or something. These actually AI are pretty in depth and what they're trying to accomplish, and I really hope they pull it off. I really do. I mean, I think and this is just my opinion. I mean, I know we have ships and we have the planets to go to and things like that, but I think the AI is going to separate this game from anything else that's out there right now. I don't know what's coming out in the future, but I think the AI is going to be a separation point.
So I'll jump. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go.
So I'll jump in and say this. In addition to what Pops is talking about, because Griff spoke about something last night as he was on the yacht club, and he talked about when they were running through the forest. He had a video of somebody running through the big microtext forest, and
right.
He talked about, man, I can't wait to have something be out there hunting us. Because right now, when you go out there, the only thing you have to really worry about is possibly another player, or unless you go up for a settlement,
and that's enough.
NPC. Exactly. But you bring in that element of you're going into the Boreal Stalkers territory, and you've landed there, and hey, this thing doesn't like you here, and it stalks you, and it's attacks your ship, breaks your ship down, stranded, makes you become stranded, hunts you at night or something like that, or in its hunting tactics. I mean, you got to think about all of these things within the game now that in other games, not saying that we wouldn't have to worry about like stuff like that, but I mean, it just brings that element of danger and excitement to the game where, I mean, you could see where Circle of Life, and you might be able to see animals hunting each other, predators going after prey, so on and so forth.
Can you imagine they have quanta for people and quanta for not for fauna?
But one thing,
no,
Griff,
right? Good. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to throw it. Griff did bring an excellent point. If you catch you a Boreal Stalker, right, and you're trying to, you think about it. If you could catch it and like put it in the carrot, for example, and he like drop that sucker on your enemies. You know what I'm saying? On their in their base. Now, I mean, I think that would be cool.
Well, the problem is people can do that to you too. So
that's not the problem. That's not that. I mean, that's the way it goes, though.
That's a part of the game.
Yeah,
I mean, so one of the things though, I thought you was going to talk about this, but one of the things though too, I don't know if they'll bring this aspect into the game, was that you set up a settlement, right? And you talked about quanta or quantum, right, being in there, and in Ashes of Creation, there's a thing where they have it set up where it nodes, right? And as you develop that particular part of the land, that land has that land could develop up to 5 levels, which is level 5 is a metropolis. And as you start to develop that land, it'll trigger a an event, and that event could be that land that you're developing could be on, the home of a dragon. And guess what'll happen? That dragon will descend on your town and try to destroy it. So yeah, you never know. Stuff like this. You might try to set up a settlement out there, especially with your Pioneer, and that stuff comes online. You setting up there outside somewhere in a Pioneer on a planet, and you want to set up your base of operation, and you building. Next thing you know, you got, Broodmother out there just wrecking your stuff.
I'm reminded of my days in Final Fantasy 11, not 14, but 11. This is like not mid 2000s, put it that way. They had people set up camps, and people would drag the mobs back to the camp to kill them, and chain XP that way. Occasionally, you might pull a boss by accident because they look like the normal mob, but they have more hit points and do more damage. And sometimes, if you're not paying attention, you can pull a boss by accident. Then people would just train the boss and everything else they come across back to the safe zone, and to not die. I'm imagining something like that for in Star Citizen, like people training fauna or different kinds of animal back on other people to ruin their day.
It's possible, man.
I mean, and let's not forget that the AI things that they're working on, these are going to be characters that we're going to hire, and they're going to work on our ships, things like that.
Yeah. So you did. I mean, they're not going to be as good as people, but you want them to be pretty close.
I mean, from what I've seen, they're going to be pretty darn good from the from this video now.
So to me, I think this is probably number one that's going to make this game what Star Citizen is going to be. The mechanics and stuff, the planetary tech, all of those things. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying those things are cool. But to have AI be as intuitive as this is talking about, and so on and so forth, that's
And one of the things that they did mention, which I thought was kind of funny, that they talked about these AI people getting hurt, their backs being hurt while they were lifting up certain things. I'm like, oh man, now we have to supply them with workman's compensation.
Yeah, you got to give them insurance. Hey, Abby, thank you for the subscription for 22 months, almost 2 years. Thank you for that, Abby. Abdi, sorry. So yeah, that is Star Citizen Live. It was funny at the beginning of the show. Mostly at the beginning of the show, people were in chat were arguing or commentating on how this wasn't live. No, but the show is live. It was just that they had to pre-record some of the assets in the B-roll, so they wouldn't have to wait on the scenes to be loading and unloading and during the show. So I thought that was pretty interesting. People gonna be people.
People gonna complain about whatever. Oh, it's not live.
Yep, so that is Star Citizen Live, Gamedev, AI Sprint Report. Hopefully I did put the link in chat. So yeah. Alright, so up next we have you got the Numifier thing come up too, but yeah, if you wanna if that too much to don't have enough time, check out the Numifier video. They're doing a status report on robotspaceindustries.com. Parts about it, let me hit reload just in case they got something new out, but no. So it's still partial outage. Platform has degraded out performance. Persistent universe partial outage and electronic outage. Access to partial outage. April 4th, platform services disruption. We're currently investigating an issue which prevents players from accessing the RSA launcher and Spectrum. That is 2344. 1415, Mr. Notice, investigation ongoing. 1513, access to RSI launcher and Spectrum Sport, continue to monitor. But yeah, they still have issues. Some people will get to some of the complaints later on in the show. But they're still working on it. Hopefully they'll, figure it out and or get 18.2, because I heard 18.2 is better so far. So either or, hopefully we'll get some improvements sooner than later. Have either of you been in the live service lately?
No.
You been on the PTU?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. So yeah, that is the status.robertspaceindustry.com information. Well, I think I put that. Nope, not the right link. I'll get it later. All right. Oh yeah. So this came up in the Squadron 42 update. This came out on Wednesday, so yesterday. I'll put your link in chat real quick. So they have another mention of the Titan, and that's all I was looking for when it came up yesterday. So if you can't read that, it says animation. This is for Squadron 42. In March, animation worked on AI grenade throwing, healing between AI characters, and Titan mechanized platform. They also progressed with various background characters, life animation, and activities. So that's sort of what we saw from the Start Citizen Live, including NPCs moving crates and boxes entering turtle shells, which is also being done on NPCs attacking the player with knives and melee attack and takedown. The medical behavior and player strong movement were further developed too. But the most important thing with that first sentence was animation worked on AI grenade throwing, healing between AI characters, and a Titan mechanized platform. So here's my question for you two. You think we're going to see a concept sale for the Titan suit sometime, like during the Rick this week, or sometime sooner than that?
All right. Well,
Sooner than good question.
No, yes.
Possibility.
Possibility.
Yeah, possibility. I mean, I won't be hurt if we don't, but I would like to see, the only thing, I mean, yeah, good concept art would do, but need the gameplay. But then if they have it for cargo, so you could use it on a cargo platform. But yeah, I would hope they come out with gameplay for it when they do come out with it.
How about you, Fish?
Be a waste. No, be a waste if you had the suit and can't do anything with it.
You're talking about if they come up with a sale for the Titan suit, as you said?
Yeah.
Or
when, if they do come out with a sale for the Titan suit, when do you think that will be?
When it's ready.
Yeah, that's a cop-out answer. That's a cop-out answer.
How much do you think it's going to cost, FC?
I've been on record as saying I would pay 100 or 120 for it, but I think it's going to cost 50 or 60. I think it's going to cost 50 or 60. But I would pay that much, but I think it's going to cost 50 or 60 because it's a vehicle basically. It's a vehicle.
Yeah, but they don't have no wheels on it.
You know of.
Yeah, it's true. They may come out with one with some wheels. That's right. I don't know.
Why do you need wheels when you can just get on top of a platform Atlas and just start shooting on top from the top of Atlas platform?
I'm hoping for around 40 bucks, 30.
Yeah, my guess is $40 War Bond, $50 RSI credit.
Really?
That's my guess.
Okay. I do like what I see here in the second paragraph.
Oh, the fauna. The ongoing fauna work continues. Animation delivered blackout for an alien creature, but will shortly move on its path for a dog. Mocap was also shot for various narrative scenes and gameplay elements.
I like that.
So if you aren't a subscriber to the Squadron 42 newsletter, generally they post it on the com link the following week. So expect that next week. Want to check it out.
Okay.
All right. So up next we have. Oh yeah, the merchandise spring sale. Let me get that link in chat. Have either of you bought anything from the merchandise sale?
You know what, FC?
No,
I haven't bought anything from them. I gotta get my Soul Citizen stuff first, but I do have my eye on.
Right.
Yeah, I do have my eye on that backpack though, because I can take that to Citizen Con, throw my stuff in there and jump on the plane and there and back. So that backpack would come in handy for me for that.
Here it is, right here.
So,
That's a $40 backpack being charged for $68 plus shipping and handling. But you got the Star Citizen branding on it, so I guess that's the thing. But yeah.
If somebody asks me where I'm going, I could just point to the backpack.
I would just buy a normal backpack and put a Star Citizen logo on it.
Oh,
but yeah,
okay.
That's just me.
FT,
oh man,
where you get this bootleg backpack from?
Yeah, man. It's like Gucci except or Louis Vuitton.
No, you know what? That's not a bad idea, though. Hold it for a second. That's not a bad idea because I did see that they were at one point selling like the patches.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would buy a patch and I could sew the patch onto the backpack.
As far as I know, there's no way to get it an official patch anymore. Well, I don't know of a reason where you can get a patch, but yeah.
Okay.
But this is I got a journal of the first couple of years. I kind of wish I had waited because the new journals are much more fancy and much more refined because the old one, yeah. But I think I got a deck of cards with that, so that's pretty good.
I get you.
Star Citizen deck of cards. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see this pullover. Let me see the pullover because I want to see this.
It's the same one they had. The same one they had.
Pretty nice looking too.
$80 though. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Ooh. That's pretty steep.
Yeah. Before you get that, you should get a Soul Citizen pullover. That's my recommendation.
Is that Sandy Roberts over there to the right? Oh no, that's not.
No,
it's not Sandy Roberts. No.
Okay,
but that's pretty cheap for a T-shirt. $13.50. That's a good deal. That's a good deal for a T-shirt.
A little over half off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sell.
Plus shipping and handling.
Oh yeah, they're gonna kill you. Yeah.
Well, I think it's like $10 for shipping and handling because when I wanted a T-shirt. But this is a Chairman Club exclusive. It's not a Chairman Club or a concierge. You don't get access to these, but I'm just going to show these real quick.
Yeah. So step up your game, peasants.
You get the key ring. You get a Chairman Club journal. Oh, that's even nicer than the other journal they had. You get a Chairman Club hat. The polo. Oh, that's a decent price for a polo shirt. $50 is a bit steep, but $30 is pretty reasonable. And the messenger bag for $56. I'm still not getting that, but yeah.
Messenger bag.
Yeah, that's been available forever. And of course, you get the Pico Penguin slippers, the sock, and the sweater.
Now, anybody want to get me one of those slippers can always, buy it and send it to my house.
Yeah, I don't know how you can get those cheap. I don't know how you get those cheap. You gotta work at a warehouse or something. Go to China or wherever they're made. Up here you got the vinyl stickers, the sticker set, the Pico plushie, $30. Oh, it's sold out, so that's why. And the Philly is sold out too.
Yeah, I need
collectible pins. Yeah,
when they come back.
These are some manufacturer apparel. What were you gonna say, Pop?
No, I'm just saying sit the Stonewall and Pico on my desk.
Ooh, wait a minute. Go back.
Which one?
One more. Yeah, I'm gonna get that shirt for you, fastcart. I like that. Oh yeah.
Okay.
The stanchion?
Oh yeah. That's a nice Hawaiian shirt.
You want to? Sure. I give my address. I'll wait for Citizen Con for you.
No.
They got the pint glasses. Oh, they're coming in set to 4. Jared Huckabee advertised them last couple of weeks ago on Inside Star Citizen. They charge $50 for 4 glasses plus $10 for shipping and handling. You got the cobbler for $3 off. Got the stainless steel mug. Got the RSI bar. Got the other one in Origin, obviously.
I would like to get a glass, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah?
It's not gonna work for me.
What do you mean?
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it will not last in my house.
Yeah, I'd rather get a ceramic mug than a glass.
It will not last at all. I am clumsy as hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm clumsy.
All my stuff is ceramic or plastic. Oh, and don't forget, you get $15 off for Toby iTrack at 5 if you're interested in that. And subscribe and get your discount too. But yeah, get that at the merchandise spring sale. Check that out if you're interested. Up next, we have the subscriber promotions. So yeah, it's an interesting promotion this month. So I'm gonna scroll down and get the picture of all of them. But basically, you get skin. Oh shoot! Oh yeah, you get the skin for the Ares, the cutter. Oh, well, I have to scroll up and see what the other one is. Let me just read the instruction. So different flares, a theme on ship paint, featuring new colorways for the Crusader Ares, Miss Razor, and the Hawk and Great Cutter. As far as I know, the most popular thing in that list is the Great Cutter and the Hawk. Yeah, I don't know about the Razor and the Ares so much. So you get each one of those tiers. You get 4 skins per tier, and you get an extra one if you want to pay. This one here, the Hurston Central Tower, is extra. But as far as for me, I think between these, I'm not really interested in a Crusader one. Even it's ivory and red. It's okay looking for me, in my opinion. And Microtech is blue and white. I'm not really blue. Is not really my thing. The Hurston looks okay.
I will see these paints are not really kind of. They're not doing it for me. This is my not my opinion on this one. These paints right here, in particular. But if somebody likes it, they like it.
Mm-hmm. Like red is my jam. So you would think I'd be all over the red one, but not this time.
You said red and black. Your
red and black, sure, yeah. But if it was all red and all black, I generally also like them. But this is more reddish orange than true red, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about it though. It's not a bad flare. I mean, you're getting 4.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, if you like that color, that's
if you like that color, yeah.
Thing.
I mean, I do have the Ares, so I am tempted to get this one, the Hurston one for the Ares. But yeah, I do.
Well, see, man, and again, I'll go back to my thing about CIG with paint with this is that I really hope, hopefully that they will, have something where, like other games, like I've seen, like I said, I've played APB Reloaded, where you can go in and you can customize your car, and I mean, you can go nuts with it. I mean, really, 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 really. I mean, because shoot, you could pretty much spend like days upon weeks just customizing your car. So you can imagine customizing your ship, being able to give us that ability to do so. I mean, that would be so cool.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Razor in that color scheme. It's not really doing anything for me. It's too orange for me. That's the thing.
Is that the one you have to buy? That's the one you have to buy, though, right?
That's the one you have to buy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Microtech one is the Imperator one, the $20 one.
Yeah.
And that looks nice. It's just not my color scheme.
Yeah, the blue is. I wish it was more like a metallic
Blue
instead of a matte.
Yeah.
And this is the Centurion one, just the $10 subscription one, the ivory and red.
Yeah.
The razor looked pretty good in that one, the red and white. And okay, look at it now. The Aries looked okay in that one. So yeah, I might get that one too. Between the others.
Yeah, I don't know. The colors reminded me of candy, so yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
I can
one.
see
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You
I can
know,
see
it's
that.
it's funny how even when you look at it, though, the reason why I'm saying that I'm not a fan of these colors because okay, if you blow it up again, right? If you
This one?
anyone doesn't matter. All right, usually, all right. The what is that? The Hawk,
The Hawk, the
Razor,
Aries
and
Ion,
what
the
is that?
Aries, and the
The Aries
Razor, and the
Ion.
Cutter.
The Aries
Not,
Ion is
it's
a
not,
nice.
it's not the Ion. Sorry, it's both Aries. It's just the Aries.
No,
It's
I'm just
both
saying.
Aries.
But it
Mhm.
right. But what I'm saying is that's such a good looking ship. And for that paint, and this is my opinion, for that paint scheme to not look good on that ship,
Mm.
that's the reason why I'm saying I'm like, just not doing it
Mhm.
for me,
Mhm.
because that is a cool looking ship.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I mean, if you want to look at the other one, they got
No,
one
no,
below.
but that's what I mean because I mean
Yeah,
looking at it, looking at all of them, the
but
paint
the
scheme
blue
just
one
for
looks
me.
good. The blue
The
one looks
blue
good
one
in that
out of
one.
all of them looks the best. Yes,
Yeah,
don't get me
and
wrong. The blue out of
too
all
bad
of
it's
them
not my
looks the best.
color.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right,
exactly. FC. Exactly. Too bad it's not my color, but it is the best
right.
looking one. Yeah.
But just not doing it for
Yeah.
me.
I
But
just wish they were, not flat.
yeah. But if anyone else is interested, you go ahead and subscribe before April 11th, and you can get those skins. So yeah, these are earnable in game. The vehicle of the month is the Razor. Is it the Razor Ellis? Yeah, the Razor EX. Yeah. So wait. Built for speed and mind, the Razor series. You get all the series, the whole series. So yeah, if
Really?
you subscribe for this month, you get the Razor LX, EX, and I forget the other one. So you get all of them, all three. Yep,
Okay.
they're cool. You get to play the fight for all of them for the month of April, and you got the subscriber merchandise discount. We got the merchandise spring sale between April 3rd and 14th, we just discussed, and so yeah, that's it. All right, so yeah, subscribe by April 11th to get those if you're interested. Don't forget, you can come in and chat with us. I put the link and clicking on Discord link and come chat with us. Up next, we have the roadmap roundup. I'm gonna skip ahead and just go to release view. Notable changes for April 5th, 2023. Tractor beam, attach and detach. This iteration of the tractor beam gameplay will add functionality to the tractor beam attachment of the multi-tool, allowing it to detach and attach items from the ship item port. This functionality can either be used for component exchange, replacement, or restocking rocket, or to scavenge other ship. So, tractor beam attach and detach. New player experience. An initiative for improving the initial first 30 minutes of initial gameplay, which will help players understand the context of the world and introduce them to some of the Star Citizen basic features. This update focuses on the experience in Area 18 and Bikini Point. So that should be good. Any opinions
Hmm.
about either of those two?
Oh yeah.
Tractor
What
beam.
is the now are they talking about the little tractor beam or are they talking about the bigger one that
Well, it
has
says
like the
ship item
disc?
point, so I'm guessing the big one.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Now the
Well,
player
yeah,
experience, yeah, they really need to work on newer player. Yeah,
yeah.
they do. That would help out a lot of
They
people.
tried it. They tried it like 5 years ago, and it was okay for like a couple of patches, but then it just went to the wayside. So I'm afraid that it's going to happen again. But maybe this
Well,
time, because
Mhm.
it's specific to one point, maybe it'll be okay. But we'll see. What are you going to say, Fist?
the thing about the new play experience was that I have to give it to Paul. He made a good point. Is that you know it's difficult because the game will evolve. Things will change. Now, if the core elements stayed the same, as far as, like the ASOP terminal locations stayed where they are, but then ASOP terminals are going to be coming out because you'll be able to call up your stuff from your mobiGlas. So that'll be, you know what I mean? But if something was going to be a static thing that's never going to change, then that's a crucial part, a part of teaching a player about the game, then that would be something that I could see. But as far as new player experience being in there at this point, but things are going to evolve, so it's difficult for the new player experience to really become, I guess you could say, that much effort put into it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say the same thing. It'll be disappointing again. I mean, I don't want to say it's wasted effort because they got experience in doing it. So this time they're getting more experience in doing this again. Maybe by the time the game releases, they'll have it polished to a fine point.
Right.
And
Unless no, go
Mhm.
ahead.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
No, go
No,
ahead.
I was going to say, unless they have a a visual roadmap as to knowing how things are, well, obviously they do, but I mean, because like Jared said, this one thing in game is constant is change.
Right.
But if they have a visual understanding, as especially in area 18, that they're starting at, that okay, they know something is going to change, but they know something is going to stay the same, then that could be easier for them to say, okay, well, we'll put this particular feature in to teach the players now, and then just build upon it as we start implementing other things. So I think that could be something that maybe they've, like you said, from the past till now, that they probably have learned to look at, for the new players. Because I'll be honest, when we first came in, it was like running with your chicken in your head. I mean, running around like a chicken with its head cut off. I
Right.
mean, thank God for YouTube. I mean, to be honest with you.
I mean, yeah, and those, the walkthroughs and everything, the guides and everything on YouTube. I still recommend people go to those
Right,
as an addendum to the new player experience. Because
right,
this is
exactly.
they're just going to introduce some basic features, but YouTube will go beyond that. And it's improving the first 30 minutes. You're going to need something like 2 hours
I
to really get the hang of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But at least I think they should go through the mobiGlas. With some basic things, how to take missions, things like that. How to repair your ship, getting fuel and things like that. Just
You
some of
know
the
what?
stuff.
You know what they should have though, Pops? They should have kind of like Arena Commander, right? Especially like when you
Oh, we do
sign
have
up
it.
for the game. No. What I'm saying is like for Arena Commander, and the other version within the game, where you have, because like Immortal Online 2, you have a starter area, and before you move on to the real world within Mortal Online 2, you start off in a place called Haven, and Haven will teach you all of the things that you need to know. It'll teach you, as far as cutting down wood, so on and so forth. What jobs you want to train into, how to fight. It has a little mini dungeon as well. Um, you know, and it's something that'll help players get acquainted, and then to say, okay, when I'm ready, then I could jump into the real world. You see what I mean? And maybe that could
Hmm.
be a feature. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can see people just never leaving that part.
I mean, but
Yeah,
that's up to them. But then,
yeah.
okay. But what's going to happen is that it's limited, though.
Hmm.
Obviously, because Haven is limited. You don't. It's a small area. It's a compared to the big map of
Right.
what you could do.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, you'd be able to explore. You can stay in there as long as you want to get acquainted. That's fine, but you're not going to really progress until you get to the real world, because you won't
Yeah.
be able to get jump right.
Plus that area or level or whatever you call it, it would be a good demo for people to see how the game runs on their PC.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. I think also let's not forget those people that are going to go into Squadron 42 first, then come into the verse. So yeah, they're going to need a tutorial, especially if you start there.
I don't know if you're gonna need much of a tutorial if you started with Squadron 42 and then come to Star Citizen. Because as far as I know, everything's gonna be you may have to change your keybind to match Squadron 42 and whatnot. But I think most of the stuff will be the same. So.
But you don't think they'll put it in the storyline, like welcome cadet,
No.
blah, blah,
Yeah,
go
I mean,
here,
Chris
there.
Roberts said a long time ago that Squadron 42 is supposed to be a precursor to Star Citizen because that's how you become a citizen. You serve in the military to become a citizen, and you come into Star Citizen universe to play the MMO. So yeah, that's how the progression is supposed to go.
Right. Right on.
And if you score really well, or you do the hard mode or nightmare mode or whatever, you get a F8 lightning to bring with you into the Earth. But yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Well, I will be doing that.
That's the rumor. I don't know if that's still the case, but I think that's more what players say more than Chris Roberts and CIG said.
I see.
But yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, well, the F8 is supposed to be earnable in Squadron 42, but I don't know if it's Nightmare or Horde or whatever. But yeah, that's the old news from like 8 years ago. All right, so up next we have new mission salvage contract. With more civilian access to salvage ships, contract brokers are offering salvage jobs for derelicts around the grain point around downtown. These brokers charge a fee for the services, so this will require some buy-in, but the contractors are free to keep any salvage material for resale. And then we have new mission, Ghost Hollow PvP mission, adding a new mission type to the Ghost Hollow point of interest in the strategy system, making use of the common ray as well as AI nav mesh. This mission will create PvP encounters where players will need to fight for control over terminals for a chance at big credit payout. And finally, Louisville Cityscape, reworking the Louisville skyline to better fit the scale of the city and its distinctive building. We saw that in the ISG a few weeks ago. So yeah, any comments about those last three?
Hey, I like it. It's a good progression in the right direction. More missions. I like to. I thinking about where they're going with this salvage. Like this is a buy-in. I guess you got to buy into the contract, and then you. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, go ahead, Pop.
No, I'm just saying. I was just gonna say, I'm looking really interested in seeing how Lorville turns out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So that's all for this week. Join the Spectrum. Go ahead.
With Lorville, now I know he's supposed to be doing it. There's supposed to be an underground part to Lorville too, right?
Yeah.
Now, is that all going to be done, or is that going to be in stages?
I would say stages.
I would say stages, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because I don't think they'll be done. Yeah, I don't think the underground stuff will be done, but in time.
Okay.
I'm not sure though. It could be, but I don't know.
Yeah,
but that's all this week. During Spectrum discussion on Spectrum, check out the roadmap companion guide for more information and the Star Citizen public roadmap. And they always have the Spectrum article too. It says the same thing, but this is more of a discussion. Let me see. There's some CIG posts here. 318-1 when Jalo said we're getting close. I think there's a further thread down the line that I'll get to go into more details about that. Yeah, so that's it. All right. So up next we have the Q monthly report. Let me grab the link for that. Oh, if anyone want to come in, click the Discord link so we can chat with you. So this is the Q monthly report. Anyone get a chance to look at these? I look at this. I kind of skimmed through it.
No, I just skimmed through it.
Yeah, you just come through it. But yeah, so if
Yeah.
you are interested in that, go ahead and click the link that I put in. I got some pretty pictures in here, so we can check out some of the pictures. Dude, is that a model of that? No, that's the ship. Oh, that's the racetrack. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, more racing.
you know what? Well, I have to see if I might just get it in game, but I was thinking of grabbing a razor.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you're a subscriber, you get all three for a month.
Yeah.
So if you want to pay $10 or $20, you can test them out before you put
Well,
your money
I'm
down.
already I get a subscriber every month, so
Okay, so yeah.
yeah. But we'll see if I have enough time. I'm talking about when the game actually goes to that live thing. I'm thinking about racing, but I'll probably stick more to what is it? I'm sorry, I'm blanking. Ground racing, if anything.
Oh yeah, vehicles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a razor myself. I haven't really had time or a chance to really test it out in the Winter Commander yet, but I do have a razor. A razor. Okay, so up next we have This Week in Star Citizen. I'm not going to cover the whole thing. I just want to say there's no episode of ISU today, and there won't be an episode of Star Citizen Live tomorrow due to a holiday weekend, Easter. But keep an eye out for the weekly newsletter so you don't miss a beat. So, no ISU today. That's for 4 weeks, and no Star Citizen Live. That's all. The only for 1 week though. So tune in next week. We could do two back. Danger Hubble says the Ranger LX still has 2 shields. I don't want to fix it, but they sure are taking the time. Okay. Hey, Citizen Shenanigans. Alright, so yeah, that is This Week in Star Citizen. Up next we have the P2 patch note 3.18.2. This came out today. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I just want to say testing focus. General stability and bug fixes, Entity Manager optimization, making sure nothing disappears when it isn't supposed to. Xenothreat quick test, Thursday through Monday night. So that is today through Monday, so the Xenothreat. Hopefully they'll have another one of those during Invictus or something like that. Known issues, game client may close without the error or crash handler. ASOP terminals unusable or fade to black when accessed. Planet graphic, the frequent pockets of extreme low client performance and landing zones in ship. Harvestable deposits may be invisible to players. The trams are out of sync with the station timeless, causing trams to overlap and not be on time. Elevator and trams are jittery, quote unquote jittery, during the transit of a player. When flying near another ship may seem to hit an invisible box that kicks it into a random direction. That's not good. Cargo may be invisible in multiple ships after being purchased. That's not good. Unable to view ship and inventory through knickknack. When attempting to start a final job, page may receive the following error. Something wrong. Error code 20. Security contractor evaluation not be offered upon failure. Combat service beacon progress rating inconsistent on mission. Security work assessment. Remaining hostile NPCs are not spawning in. PTV wheels on the Austin BTR area can slip through into geometry and become detached from the vehicle. Okay. Hold up a little bit. The snub fighter attached to the constellation like interaction prompt to injure it, making it unusable. That sucks. Oh, and you got the nice little. Oh, yeah, okay. Some ships record erroneously you have no material text and do not let you salvage. Most will randomly disappear after quantum with no route set. NPC coffee victor is missing from various coffee to go stalls located throughout Stanton. Oh man, you can't get your coffee? That'll suck. That's like Starbucks not having the barista. Come on now, you got to get that fixed. Feature updates, core tech, Entity Manager optimization, updated Entity Manager values to be more aggressive for removing unneeded entities and PU to improve server client performance. Made further entitlement processing improvement, updated logging queue time display. A whole bunch of bug fixes and technical. They fixed 2 client crashes and fixed 6 server crashes. So yeah, that is the PTU patch note. Anything of note that you two want to comment on?
No,
Not
it was
really,
just
because go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, what was it? It was one where you can repeatedly sell the cargo. It wasn't disappearing. It's pretty
Mm,
Mm.
that's
interesting.
rough.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. You just remind me. I wasn't, but I did see the tram thing. Somebody,
Mm-hmm.
there was a tram. Somebody had a tram where it was. I mean, it was all toe up. Like it was. It was at Microtech. It was all turned sideways and
Oh,
it was
really?
messing up. Yeah, it was. Oof, it was really bad. Really
Yeah.
bad.
I hope you didn't get on that one.
He did, and he
Oh, you
died.
did.
And he died.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that is the P2 patch notes. This came out today. Hopefully they'll keep on testing it and get that worked out sooner than later. Up next, real quick, they got the P2 feedback. So the P2 feedback 3.18.2 into the density feedback. This is from Wikipedia. Hey, yeah, with today's patch published. Comes from authorization to Entity Manager to help improve performance on the client server. With these optimizations, we wanted to open up this thread to discuss about clutter density around PU. We would love feedback, discussions, screenshots, and the videos of areas in PU believe are struggling because of too much clutter. Thank you for the feedback, Wikipedia player fan. So yeah, if you're in the PU and when you help them out, take some screenshots or take some videos of where you think the clutter around the PU is too much. So yeah. Up next we have, so this is the thing that I wanted, came up earlier, but I wanted to get to this one. So this is from Zylo. Star Citizen 318 upcoming patches just came out today. Greetings everyone. We wanted to provide a quick update on what to expect in the upcoming release. Our initial goal was to avoid the need to wipe the database for upcoming point passes. However, due to the current state of 318 database and numerous hotfixes we've implemented in 318 on live, more than 50, we have concluded that a couple of full wipe AUC items and reputation will be necessary to further improve and stabilize the service. For those interested in what's going on under the hood, alongside a myriad of changes that shook up our database, we've uncovered an issue with the identity service related to player ID, which was revealed to the error 414 or 4014. That some of you may be encountering. We've resolved the issue, and many others like it. We still require a wipe to get all of our clogging and wheels back into the right place. For both 318.1 and 318.2, we will be performing these wipes alongside a hearty list of improvement and optimization, which will hopefully make your gaming experience much smoother. So yeah, you can have wipes and reset. But this is alpha. This is not a full-fledged launch game. So
Hey,
wipes
listen.
are part of the thing. But go ahead, Fist.
Right now, folks should be playing this game like Mortal Online 2, which is the model in there. Don't get attached to anything.
Yeah, good advice. Don't get attached to anything, except for the stuff that you bought with cash. But other than that, don't get attached to anything. So yeah, reset all coming. So up next we have, the buyback token still becoming available today. This was on April 3rd, so 3 days ago. J.K. Capella replied, yes, they're available later today. So as of 3 days ago, we got our buyback token reprinted. So if you haven't used them in a while, you don't get extras. You still have 2 or 1, depending on your concierge or not. But yes, if you did use them, then you have your full tokens back. I did not get to use mine because there's nothing in my buyback that I really want in my hanger. How about you two?
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, when was the last time you used a buyback token?
I don't think I've ever used one.
Oof. Yeah, me either.
I think I used one last year, but I forget for what. But yeah, last year.
No, you're right. You're right, FC. I did do one when you were helping me. I did buy that.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
bought a
Yeah.
I bought a second Endeavor, and so I used a buyback token to get one of my LTI tokens out of buyback.
Right. Yeah, that's what I did too. Matter of fact, you're the one that you suggested to do that. Yeah.
Cool. Hope it worked
Yeah.
out.
Yep, it did.
Look at you, FC, being useful.
All right, Fred. All right. Up next we have so let me go scroll up. But AM5 CPU upgrade, question for CIG, number of cores versus L3 cache. The title basically says it all. But I'm gonna go down to the Sylvan CIG response. This is really hard to answer as programs don't test the game in different environment. It's very time consuming, and understanding how software hardware work in tandem is extremely complex. My general advice is take the latest performance test reviews to make your decision based on that. A great channel for reference is 10 pound 42. From the engine side, he can only repeat what's been said many times before. At the moment, Star Citizen is heavily bound by single thread performance. That means CPU with a higher clock usually outperforms any CPU with more cores but less clock rate. Of course, cache size also plays a role here, which makes it more complicated, but from what we've seen from Star Citizen, really like a big fat L3 cache. That is dependent on a single thread. The performance will change eventually, but will happen gradually and not an instant. So I wouldn't worry about it too much for now. Also, what a lot of us who've been playing the game for a while said, don't build a game for Star Citizen right now because the stuff will change. It's not optimized. I mean, yes, most of us here have ignored that advice, but if you were just like a regular person who not really into the testing or just test out Star Citizen, yeah, just build the PC based on what you need at the moment. But yeah, I built my PC almost 2 years ago now, I guess.
Mhm.
Oh, the last year. Pandemic time, I can't really remember. But yeah, so I try to future-proof my PC as much as possible because my last PC lasted me 10 years. Hopefully this one, it won't be that long before I get a new one to replace this one. But yeah, I'm still doing well. But so yeah, this person is asking about the difference between the 7950 and the XP and the 7800 XPD with the LP cache and the cores versus clock. But yeah, what are your thoughts?
Well,
Yeah, I don't think it's I mean, people that have been in the game for a while, we know Vulcan is coming. So that's going to be, a decent performance jump. I don't think this was anything to, I mean,
yeah.
the 7800 3DX, or, I don't think that's
Yeah.
nothing to
I
worry
mean,
about.
well, between the 5950 and the 5800 X3D, the X3D was, least in I want to say least in balance, but it really improved people's game over the
Yeah,
5950.
yeah. But
Can
the,
you? Yeah.
I'm
No,
sorry,
sir.
go
You
ahead.
can say-
No, I was just gonna really say, once they get the game optimized, you'll see lower PCs are gonna get, a boost. Everybody's gonna,
Mm.
basically
And Vulcan
eventually get a
3D
boost.
also, Vulcan also, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it's anything to worry about. I think people will
Mhm.
be really surprised, even if they have a machine that's not doing really great right now. When they
Mhm.
fix it, they should be pretty cool.
Now,
What do you-
I will say is that I like
Mm.
how he put it. This here sentence. He says, "But from what I've seen so far, SC really likes a big fat L3 cash." Wow, baby. Anyway,
Oh my!
Okay. Mm.
but yeah, that was kind of funny. But no, I've heard the same thing though.
Hmm. Yeah, that's
About
been
the
said
L3
many
cash.
times. Yeah.
Yeah, when the last ones came out, the 3DXs jumped up performance. You gotta expect the same thing for these newer ones.
Yep. So that's it for that. But up next we have what do people they say 414 or 40014 or how do people say that?
What's that?
The 40014. Are people saying 40014 or 414 or
I have no idea.
You don't know. Okay.
That's
Anyway,
fine.
414 for days logged in one time. That's the title and the description. But beta CIGs respond to that word. Hello, for anyone that might not have heard from me before, part of what I do is keeping track of error rate that players are running into and making sure that the issues are being looked at. And like this is thrown up in graphs that are looked at on a daily and sometimes hourly basis, and I call attention to anything that needs to be looked at, or needs being looked at, sorry. Oftentimes with errors, there are multiple issues that can cause the same error number to appear. Thus far, there has been multiple fixes for the issues causing 414 errors. Some of them allowed some accounts to be able to play the game, while others still can't. It's frustrating to me to see players that aren't able to play the game. However, with development of new and complex features, things often get worse before they get better, with the end result being being a better overall experience once the problems have been ironed out. Issues for 318 are still being worked on, including the 414 error, and we'll continue to find improvement and fixes that we can make. Some of these aren't able to be hotfixed and need a proper full build to be released. I like that explanation. And there are some people who say CID isn't transparent, CID doesn't communicate, and posts like these just prove them wrong or prove them to the contrary. Give evidence to the contrary. What do you two think?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say to it.
Now, what do you say people who say CIG doesn't communicate or CIG isn't transparent?
I mean, they're going to be CIG is pretty transparent on a lot of things that they do, but I mean, you're always going to have things that they cannot say. I mean, so many things. We get more than most games.
More than most, yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen a game go in that deep.
More than most.
I'm 90% satisfied with the communication that they have. I mean, we all would like to have more. So that extra 10%, we would all like to have more. Then
So that'd be a 105 then, Pops.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I appreciate Beta CIG for giving that explanation. Fish, you wanted to say anything or you're good?
Nah, I'm all right. Pops pretty much said it, It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. All right, so up next we have. Okay, so this is going to the Twitter official OSI Twitter account, retweets and stuff like that. But what is Equinox? 60 plus LAN party, booths and vendors, in-game citizen events with prizes, giveaways every hour and the hour, rapid place industries and attendance, meet citizens from all over in real life. When Saturday, June 3rd, Columbus, Ohio. So you got some pictures here. Anyone feel like a road trip going to go to Ohio in June? Hey, Kai.
Nope.
No.
Yep.
Nope.
Sup?
Hey, Kai, how you doing?
What's up, guy?
Fantastic. Columbus, Ohio. That's remember from Ready Player One. After the collapse of the world, that becomes the new capital of the world.
Oh, okay.
Gamers Paradise. Hell yeah.
And that's what Equinox is, so I can see that.
Nice.
You doing okay though?
Fantastic. How are you doing?
All right. Thanks for coming. Go ahead.
I have an issue with this picture here. Okay.
Why?
So for anybody who knows and has dual joist, has a host ass setup, having your host ass on a desk like that is terrible.
Well,
Because
I
it
mean,
will
this is
fire
a
or chop.
vendor. They can't mount on
Wait a minute, fast cut, but hold on. If you're playing for a significant amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
your arms are going to get tired
Mm-hmm.
very fast.
You're right.
I
would point out-
I have mine on my desk too. And I don't have a dual stick, but I have a white stick that's on my desk like that. But I just get used to it eventually.
I would think though that when you measure that fist against the ability to be able to just bring in multiple people and have them move it to whatever the right length is so that, different people can use it, it's probably worth it.
Yeah, I get it. But I'm just
But for
saying
your
you
home
having a
setup, you're right.
Yeah, for your home set, because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I had mines on the desk at one point when I first started out, and that's when me and my dad said, "You know what? Are we gonna really get into this game?" I said, "Yeah, all right, let's do it." Well, we're gonna have to figure this out because this this is not gonna work.
Best,
My
all
arms are
I
getting
can
tired.
say is, there are ways to improve your arm strength. I'm not going to go into it right now. We'll talk about
Listen,
it in
fast car. Here we go.
Talk after dark.
So
Started.
weird.
No. Why'd you bring it up
So
then?
weird. So weird. So weird.
Anyway, so that is Equinox in June 3rd, Columbus, Ohio.
Keep in mind that if you do use those ways to increase your arm strength, that would explain why you're going to be better at certain activities coming up in Star Citizen, because they have it to where, like, if you work out a lot, then you're better able to whatever. Remember those skill things that they're adding to the game? So that explains it. Stuff like doing curls.
Yeah, just don't blame me if you wind up with Popeye arms, okay? Anyway, so up next we have The Pursuit of Luxury, and this is a photo from Photo Gamer.94, and I see the 890. I'm not really sure. Is that an arrow in front of that or what?
That's a person.
Oh, a person. Okay. All right. So that is Pursuit of Luxury. Someday my BMM will be featured as luxury. That's all I gotta say.
Someday.
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 And last, for Twitter, which moon has the best views? My answer is Gamer. How about you?
Which moon had J-Lo?
Okay.
What?
I would like to change my answer to Beyonce.
Fish and Pops.
Okay. All right. Okay, good one. Whatever. You know what? Just continue. I don't know.
I broke fist.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was actually pretty good. That was actually decent.
Yeah, I can't follow up after that.
You can't follow up for that one. Okay.
Yeah, that
as a honorable mention, I'll say Aberdeen.
Aberdeen. Okay. Cool. All right. So that is a good picture. This is by the Dinks. So yeah. All right. So up next we have Machinima. This one is from the Astro Historian. This is only about 7 minutes, but he's going to talk about Zero Threat lore briefing. So let's get started with that. Oh yeah, there's no ISC. Sorry, no ISC. That will return in about 4 weeks. But yeah, this is the Machinima from the Astro Historian.
All right, please quiet down, take your seats. We'll begin. Welcome, members of the Civilian Defense Force. My name is Paul Shelley, and I will be briefing you on the xenothreat situation in the Stanton system. We'll start with understanding the AO. Your battleground is the Stanton system. Natural space hazards would be the asteroid belt around Yela, the nebula and asteroids around the L points, and the debris fields of Hurston. The system's moons and planets have a variety of terrain and conditions. Just be sure to plan accordingly to local terrain if you're going to be EVAing. Just about every environment known to man is present in the system. All of the moons will require vac suits at the least. Probably some environmental protection from the cold for some extended EVA operations. Luckily, radiation isn't much of an issue yet. Just be prepared. There are a dozen moons in the system, all with variable environments and terrain, so plan ahead and prepare for any possible ground-based assaults in these hostile conditions. Stanton is controlled mostly by the megacorporations Hurston Dynamics, Crusader Industries, ArcCorp, and Microtech. Local friendly elements would be corporate security and private military security on contract with those companies. Advocacy and Navy presence is light in the system, likely one of the reasons why Xenothreat is here. I need to point out that Stanton is not a fringe, unpopulated system. Your engagement area is the heart of shipping and commerce in the Empire, and linchpins of trade between the Western and Eastern Empires. As a result, there will likely be a lot of civilian commercial traffic around. So, remember to identify your targets in the AO before lighting them up. Don't do Xenothreat's job for them, alright? There's been a rise in crime in recent years, the main reason the CDF was activated in the system in the first place. However, local crime is not expected to side with the invaders. They are in direct competition with Xenothreat, and as such may actually be friendly or at least non-combatants in this conflict. Now, let's cover who the enemy is for those who are unfamiliar. Xenothreat is a group of far-right political fanatics who operate out of the Pyro system. They're the rulers of Ruin Station, the largest settlement in Pyro. The station itself is a crumbling relic built by a private firm to facilitate terraformation of the most habitable planet in the system, but when that task proved too difficult, they abandoned it. Since then, gangs have been warring over the station and its resources, with Xenothreat being the top dog. The main source of income from the group seems to be illegal drugs, crafted in the old terraformation labs of Ruin Station. This makes them far more organized than other gangs you may have likely encountered. Combined with their experienced leadership, they likely have extensive supply networks, specialized training, and even military hardware. Based off of intelligence reports, it's highly likely their core command is entirely made up of former UEE military personnel. As such, it would be a mistake to underestimate their skill or tactical expertise. The rank and file are little more than your typical outlaws, gangers, and pirates. But don't underestimate them either. They have spent their entire existence fighting for and maintaining control of Ruin Station. As such, they all have extensive combat experience by fighting off other local gangs to keep control of the station. These guys are battle-hardened true believers, convinced that not only is the UEE controlled by outside alien forces, but everyone inside the system, meaning all of us, is influenced as well. At best, they view non-combatants as non-threats, but because of their zealous nature, they will likely not be looking for recruits in Stanton. Additionally, their fanaticism means they will die and kill for their cause. As a result, arrests are very unlikely. We don't know their numbers, but reports are strike teams are attacking all over the system, mostly raiding parties. Expect small fighters to large gunships and transports. There are unconfirmed reports of capital-class ships controlled by Xenothreat as well, at least one Idris-class frigate. Keep an eye out for that Idris. That is a military-grade war machine designed to kill everything in its path. Torpedoes are suggested, but these monsters are designed to intercept and shoot them down. Best option is overwhelm them with numbers. Their likely course of action is here, INS Jericho, the main naval resupply base in the system. Control of the station would mean control of the trade lanes, and that station would be near impossible to assault without direct military support. And if we lost the station, it would be dang near impossible for us to retake it without direct military intervention. Unfortunately, Xenothreat struck at the perfect time. Most naval forces are on the front lines of the Vandal War, and due to the agreement with the local corporations, the advocacy presence is minimal. If Xenothreat gets a hold of Jericho, they can refit their capital ships and push out to all of the other areas in the Stanton system. High value for Xenothreat after Jericho would likely be Port Olisar and the city of Orison. This would give them access to vast shipyards to build and maintain their fleet. And if Orison falls, the system falls. The loss of Stanton to these extremists would cripple the economy and cause mass unrest all over the Empire. This is the last thing we need in the middle of the war with the Vandal. However, we believe if you can stop them at Jericho, their forces will likely retreat. A loss of a few of their larger ships would be devastating for them, being so far from their main supplies and pyro. If we can blunt their attack, they will crumble. As such, your mission is simple. Stop Xenothreat from raiding convoys and keep Jericho in UEE hands until reinforcements can arrive to secure the system. I'm not going to lie to you. That may be a long while, and Xenothreat will be back even if we stop them here. So get ready for a long siege. I know you're not soldiers, but all of you signed up for a reason. You've seen the same vids I have. Xenothreat is a threat to everyone in the system, no matter what side of the law you find yourself in. Just know, you're the last line of defense. So it's up to you to make it count. Good luck out there, pilots. Stay safe. We're going to need you for the long haul. Dismissed.
And we're back, and thank you, Starjump, for the raid. Welcome, raiders from Starjump Grim. How's everybody doing from there? We were just watching a machinima from the actual historian called Star Citizen Xenothreat Lore Briefing. I'll put the link in chat again so people can have it for reference. But yeah, what are your thoughts? Oh, I got to drag something with Jiren in real quick. Let me do that. Welcome, Jiren. Yeah. What do you thought about the Xenothreat lore briefing?
Very good, very
a
good.
little late to it.
Well, this was put out 2 years ago, so it was on time back then. And Troop, thank you for the 400 bits. Thank you for that.
I will say though, for me, hearing what Paul is talking about, if Xeno were successful in their attack on Jericho Station, how that would wreak havoc throughout the system. To be honest, I'm kind of curious to see how to, would like to see that if that would happen, if they did, and how far it would go. Because then, folks would have to really pay attention and help out, because you might be thinking, okay, well, my system is way over here, and so on and so forth, and you're thinking, nah, I'm okay. I don't need to really think about that. That's their problem over there. But if it's like cancer and it starts to spread, I mean, it's going to be really bad.
Anyone else?
No, I mean, go ahead.
No, you first, Pops.
No. Go ahead.
I really well done. I like machinimas that are sort of in universe, and this one provides both like a story and it's well done, but it also has an element to it of like sort of a useful training video for people who are new to the concept, or maybe they're playing through it and they get the concept, but they want the background lore as to like, hey, let me understand what this means in universe or whatever. So I thought it was really well done.
Pops?
Yeah, Kai's right. This game is so. I mean, this is the most rich game that I've had. Ever been around it as far as lore is concerned, and I think Paul does an excellent job. So much information you can find. Just about anything about the Banu, about the what's the ship I'm thinking about, the one that looks like the shuttlecraft.
The
Zeus.
Right, and that story. I really dug that story they have around it. Yeah, he put so much into this, and my hat is off to Paul.
Right.
And everything he does.
Cool. Zion, you have any thoughts?
Yeah, speaking of Paul, I might encourage anyone who knows Paul, he loves extra help. A lot of his work and a lot of his videos require time and effort, and several of the folks in Soul Citizens help him out from time to time. I don't think any of them are with us tonight, are they?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we
We
are.
have a couple of them. We have a couple of them right here.
Yeah, we've done music for Paul
Yeah.
several times.
Yeah, that was gonna be my comment. I think the music in this video could use some new soul touch.
What I was going to say is, don't be a stranger to help out your favorite content creator. It's a good way to both learn the lore and the verse and also make friends, and valuable friends at that.
Of course.
Absolutely.
That's my argument.
Yep, absolutely.
I was going to mention the music, like he said, but one of the lines at the very end of the video, he mentioned line of defense. I'm like, Paul, what? Is that a reference to a certain not so smart person? I was just curious, so I thought that was funny. But yeah, other than that, that I love these things, hearing about the lore and learning more about the in-game universe. But this is the Gamedev lore briefing. So yeah, I put the link is already in Twitch chat. You want to check that out and look for more lore videos and that from the actual historian.
Nice.
All right, so up next we have, we're coming to the end of the show. Hopefully we can find someone to raid before we end. But yes, we have coming up on Saturday, we have PodSat or Podcast Saturday, starting off with 3 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UTC, Saturday, Soul Voices. That's where we talk to members of the community, but it's more of a one-on-one conversation. We cover topics from Spectrum, Reddit, and something from the industries. So that's covered by Griffin Gaming RPG, and so check that out. It should be a good show. After that, we have the After Pub, or the actual historian himself, 6 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. UTC. And then follow up from the OG's Relay Station, 9 p.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Saturday UTC. So that is PodSat, a Podcast Saturday. And then on Sunday, oh yeah, this is exciting. We're having our 150th Soul Citizen episode.
Nice.
Congratulations.
And thank you. And so this episode we'll be talking about pyrotechnics, surviving this in the system. That's Sunday, April 9th, 8 p.m. Eastern, midnight UTC, and we should be probably going to be having a giveaway for our 150th show. So come and check that out for a chance to win. Dr. Murray will be a guest on that show, so it should be fun. That is 8 p.m. Eastern, midnight UTC, Pyrotechnics, Sunday. With that, I want to say thank you for everyone for joining me, everyone who came in from the raid, and thank you for raiding us. Smoke, thank you for the follow. Citizen Shenanigans, and everybody else who in chat, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you, Face to Face, Kaizen, Hotbase, and Zeran for coming in and chatting with me. If you want to support us, you can become a Soul Bro, Soul Sister, Soulmate. Soul Citizen membership have its privileges. Hit the join button on YouTube. We're Soul Citizens with S on the end everywhere on social media. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, or follow, depending on what platform you're in. Let me see. We have a follow button on Kick. So let me copy the page and that link again for Kick. Yeah, we just started streaming, and it seems to be working well so far. But that is Kick. You want to make an account and follow us there. That's cool. And we're going to be rating Yo-Yo Man. So thank you again for joining us, and send Yo-Yo Man our love, okay? So peace, love, and soul. Take care, everybody.
Night.
Night.
Later.
Boom, boom, boom.